The spark that lit the world ablaze. In the vibrant city of Sarajevo, on a warm June morning in 1914, the streets were bustling with anticipation. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire, along with his beloved wife Sophie, Duchess of Hohenberg, were visiting to inspect the imperial armed forces. Their arrival was meant to be a display of strength and unity, but it would become the stage for a tragedy that would change the course of history. The young members of the secret society known as the Black Hand, with dreams of a unified South Slavic state free from Austro-Hungarian rule, had planned this day meticulously. Among them was Gavrilo Princip, a determined young man filled with nationalist fervor. As the royal couple's motorcade made its way through the city, the first attempt by Nedeljko Čebrinović, another conspirator, failed when his bomb missed its target, wounding others instead. The atmosphere was tense, but fate had a different plan. After a series of miscommunications and a wrong turn by the driver, the Archduke's car paused right in front of Gavrilo Princip. Seizing the moment, Princip stepped forward, drew his pistol, and fired 2 shots. One bullet struck Franz Ferdinand in the neck, the other Sophie in the abdomen. Within hours, both would succumb to their wounds, but the echoes of those shots would reverberate far beyond Sarajevo. The assassination was not just the murder of a royal couple. It was the spark that ignited a powder keg of European tensions. Austria-Hungary, seeking to assert its dominance and punish Serbia for the perceived support of the assassins, issued an ultimatum that was designed to be unacceptable. When Serbia's response was deemed insufficient, Austria-Hungary declared war, setting off a chain reaction due to the complex web of alliances that had entangled Europe. Germany, bound by treaty to Austria-Hungary, declared war on Russia when it began to mobilize in support of Serbia. This, in turn, led to Germany declaring a war on France, due to another alliance and the invasion of Belgium, which brought Britain into the conflict. What started as a local issue quickly escalated into a global conflict, known as World War I, involving nations from across the world. The war was devastating. It led to the fall of empires, the German, Austro-Hungarian, Russian, and Ottoman, and the redrawing of the European map. The economic strain was immense, leading to post-war economic crises, setting the stage for the Great Depression and eventually World War II. Socially, it accelerated movements like women's suffrage and altered the fabric of societies worldwide. But why was this assassination such a turning point? It was because it occurred at a time when Europe was a tinderbox of nationalism, militarism, and imperial rivalry. The assassination provided the excuse needed for these underlying tensions to explode into open conflict. It was a moment where the personal tragedy of a single act of violence became the catalyst for a world-changing event, illustrating how individual actions can have monumental consequences when the conditions are ripe for change. In this story of a single shot in Sarajevo, we see the profound lesson that history often turns on the smallest of pivots, where the personal becomes political and the local becomes global. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand was not just the end of 2 lives. It was the beginning of an era of upheaval that would redefine the 20th century.